Valiant, Amani, track.
3, 2, 1. Yo, what's good? What?
What happened?
One time, track. One time. I was looking at the recording today of the one we did of what we did with TC, which we played earlier today in Quasi World, and it's literally it's getting to the point where it looks like we're doing
outtakes.
It looks like we're doing it intentionally. It's not.
The outtakes
Anyway,
now.
What up? What up? It's the MC Armani Rain. Welcome back to another episode of Roti And Poutine. We had another earlier. We've got the double header today. So here with the T.R.A.C. and the historian, Mr. Valiant MC himself, we have two very strong voices in the American German-based community coming out with a brand new album called One for the Road. You might have heard tracks with track here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No, you good. It was the track with the track anyway. You track, you tune with track, CL Smooth, Posse D, Christina. I did a track. Yeah, we just put out a brand new track with Ash Flow that just dropped, and their album comes out on February 12th. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the one and the only two of the only Burner Brothers.
BB Burner Brothers.
Thank you for having us, guys.
Pretend you hear a stadium.
Jersey now,
play. Are we doing like better definitely do stadium effects on that one.
We definitely put like sheep bang.
There's got to be a new. There's got to be like a new version of whatever the air horn is these days. It's got to be like
never gonna be a new version of that.
No, we just do.
Hey, am I your first repeat guest?
No.
You
nice
almost
try
did,
though.
No.
Bailey came back.
Bailey and
Gilby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. They repeated together.
Way cooler than you two.
That was a great episode, though, man. That was a great episode.
Oh, thanks, man. We appreciate it. I don't know if this will measure up to it, but you know what I'm saying? We'll give it a
I love that episode because me and T just didn't really say shit. We just watched it.
What's great, I can't wait to edit it up because it's a fantastic show. When you watch it all the way through, it's just like mad technical difficulties.
I think Al was like 6 drinks in, really. So, it was holding him down for a little bit on that show right there.
Oh, the Al one. Yeah, the Al one was the Al one was great from start to finish. Even if he got progressively more intoxicated as the interview went on, it was still a dope interview.
Hey, listen, man,
he was just sitting in the
different.
Yeah, he was just sitting in the bottle in the dark, just talking about the good old days. It's cool.
Just seeing like a lighter flash every once in a while.
Oh Lord!
Refresh my memory. Did Al have a similar setup that AK did? Like he was in front of, like
no one tops AK's Rush Limbaugh setup like that.
That was amazing, but I can't remember what Al's looked like. I thought Al was kind of far from the camera, but I wasn't sure if it was. It was okay.
He was at like a completely different desk.
That far. I was in the capsule, man. The studio is only like 7 feet wide, so
you can see your knees, dog.
Camera, man.
You can see your knees. That's too much.
No one needs to see those knees.
We all from the belly up. You over here rocking shorts.
I was flexing on us just to let us know that it's real deal over his side. You know what I mean?
I want to show you my sneakers.
Anyway, unfortunately, is that what it was?
Yo, we can do this from my sneaker room right now. I can move the laptop. We can do it from my sneaker room. I can get my fucking Jesus Samaro on for real right now.
We don't have time for all that. Hey, so who wasn't here is
so first question, guys. We want to know when's the wedding?
Wasn't here last time. When's the wedding?
We got to talk to CT, man. Yeah, come on.
Skip Al for a minute. Let's just talk.
Hold on now.
Al, quiet. You had your chance. Let's talk to CT. CT, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm getting married. That shit is crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. When you congratulations. Round of applause.
Yes,
Bob Ross is in the chat. Bob Ross's fire emojis.
I actually asked the when's the wedding question facetiously about you two, not even realizing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm actually getting married.
We got married in '98, man. You know what I mean? We've been together since then. That's over 20 years.
That's cool. We weren't talking to you though.
People could say the same thing about being in a group.
I hear that, man. You guys got stories to tell.
None of it can really.
I'm a talk, damn it, one way or another.
Yo, Monty, you'll be stoked though. I'm getting married in PA, Bucks County. Boop.
Bucks County.
Yeah, kid.
Outside of Philly.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. Well, you weren't here last time, so we have to start off with the question. He needs to get the questions. Chris.
Yeah.
Bucket list food, brother. If you were to die tomorrow or after June, what would your last meal be?
All right. So honestly, this is gonna sound really weird. My favorite food of all time are hot dogs.
All right.
No. Okay.
I swear to
I'm not
God.
gonna lie to you.
So
we've had a lot of guests. We've had a lot of guests on here, and they've all said they've said something weird, and they've said something weird. Hot dogs is definitely like
up there, right? So hot dogs
down.
Yeah.
No, I do love a hot dog. Go ahead.
Hot dogs, hot wings, pizza.
I know about the hot wing life.
Taco.
You are from Jersey.
Yeah, man. I'm so Jersey, dude. You don't even know, bro.
Oh, I know. That's why I said it.
America's.
I'm like driving up. I'm like driving up North Jersey, going down like highways, trying to get like hot dogs that are like deep fried in peanut oil and shit.
Yeah, buddy.
It's
real for real.
Okay, hey, I gotta ask because I'm from Buffalo and it's hard for me to like get the gist of what people call them. Are hot wings different than like regular chicken wings?
No, they're buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings. Okay, so we're talking like the Frank's.
Yeah, regular
buttery.
I would say the only difference between hot wings really might be the fact that it might be breaded. Some hot wings are breaded.
I've seen that.
I don't fuck with breaded wings.
Okay.
Right.
Naked and fried buffalo style, like Anchor Bar style.
I like breaded wings. I don't want them hot though.
I love spicy stuff, so I'll count me in on all the spicy.
No, I'm saying like I eat hot wings. I don't want breaded hot wings.
Where you guys are, do you eat wings with ranch or with blue cheese?
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Oh, okay. Carries over.
I don't do either.
Or more hot sauce. More hot sauce.
I just like dip them shits in maple syrup and just call it.
See, me and Al could do 100
maple syrup.
ourselves.
I haven't tried that one. All right.
Because I'm joking, Valiant.
No, I guarantee you, someone's gonna be like, "That's genius," and they're gonna do it. It probably tastes pretty good.
Dilly is in the chat right now.
Some people eat like what's the breakfast with the
well, like chicken and waffles.
Right, it's like chicken and waffles. Really.
Oh, all right, yeah, but not hot. We don't dip hot and. Oh, you know what?
Hey man,
you never know.
I mean, sweet chili sauce.
Yeah, I like sweet chili sauce.
I'm just saying.
I like my favorite Doritos, as a matter of fact.
Right,
continue on this. Have you not had the sweet chili? Oh, bro.
I haven't had them. They don't have them up here.
Yo, Stephen Colbert used to actually promote them unnecessarily, like overly. And then I was like, finally, I'll eat one. And then I was like, all right. And then I just ate those until I got sick of them, basically. That's my story. I'm glad we did that.
Good. I'm glad everybody knows that my favorite food is hot dogs now. Shout out to fucking.
Yo,
are you having hot dogs?
People are gonna be throwing hot dogs on stage.
Wait.
If that happens, then we did a good job.
What's the brand though, CT? Which Franks are the brand?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's really not even about like packaged hot dogs. It's about places like it's more like iconic places like Rutt's Hut. Or like Hot Dog Johnny's, or Hot Rods, like it's like driving down the highway, stopping at the hot dog stand.
Okay, all right. Wait. Important conversation. Okay, since we're getting to the nitty gritty of it,
right?
And I do love a hot dog. I was talking shit before, but I do love a hot dog. What do you put on your hot dog?
It depends where I go. All right, Hot Dog Johnny's, the everything dog is it's a slice of pickle. Onions, sliced white onions, and mustard. That's an everything dog, right? All right.
I can't do the onions.
I can't do onions.
Check it out.
Onions at all.
But if you go to Rutt's Hut, they have a specific yellow relish that they do. But if you go to like a Hot Rods, it's got to be like a chili and cheese dog. So
now we talking.
It's versatile. But if you go to Dickie D's in Newark, then you get an Italian.
What you're doing over there?
Yep. An Italian hot dog. Like, so now you're talking like potatoes, onions, peppers, in a pizza bread. Woo! I mean, now you're talking real Jersey shit.
Italian hot dogs are
that's North Jersey.
We're going real Jersey.
Don't say real Jersey. That's North Jersey. I got a little bit of Jersey in me, but we ain't gonna let you do me like that, bro.
In that real hot dog, though, in that Italian hot dog. In that Italian hot dog, is the hot dog itself an actual hot dog?
There's two hot dogs.
Two hot dogs.
Always two.
Potatoes, onions, peppers, mustard,
ketchup, and a pizza bread. It's kind of like a pita, but it's like a pizza bread.
Real thick bread. Yeah, I know you
Here's,
I don't know about that.
Here's the greatest follow-up question ever, and I feel like everyone in this chat needs to chime in because we need to get to the bottom of this. While I was on tour with Bro Safari, we literally had arguments about this in every city that we went to. So,
sounds serious.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I will call it.
That's our show, folks.
I understand.
So For the Road coming out February 12th. Stream it, don't stream it. I don't care. Their opinions suck.
I do marketing for.
What are you like? You're doing the same thing as like, is a burger a sandwich?
It is a sandwich.
It is a sandwich.
I hate y'all.
No, they have a name. It's like saying, like a
just
brand.
Because it has a name doesn't mean it's the rule. It's bread.
See, to me,
bread.
The hot dog's not a sandwich because the bun does not get cut in half. It gets cut a little bit, and then you stick it in there. It's got to be 2 pieces of bread.
All right.
It's bread with something inside of it. Sandwich.
A pita, like a sandwich.
Let me rephrase this. Let me put it this way. You ever have a hoagie?
Well, we call them subs.
I call them hoagie. I'm from Philly. Have you ever had a hoagie?
From Jersey.
They might call them in hoagies a little bit in
South Jersey. They call hoagies too.
Somewhere.
We gonna have this north-south conversation.
I know.
It's going down before.
Nobody wants to talk about South Jersey.
In the real tri-state area.
Listen, when I'm in Philly, or when I'm in Atlantic City, especially, and everybody's like, CT, make sure when you go home, and I'm like, oh, here comes all this
accents now,
and then
the
like
accent shaming
and
now.
Then, but when you go to White House subs, that's South Jersey's right outside of Philly. Atlantic City,
Atlantic City is not right outside of Philly, and no one goes there.
But they say
I was going to say, you got a big following in Atlantic City, do you?
Yeah, he's repping that shit.
Chris follows Atlantic City.
Fake ass Vegas. I'm just kidding. Whoever's in Atlantic City, we love you.
Also, my bachelor party's in Vegas for everybody who's on the chat right now.
Why you ain't going to Atlantic City?
April 22nd. We're in Vegas. Let's go. Come see me.
All right, cool.
Hell.
So this album, man, and I'm not saying this because I'm a party of it.
Yep.
One for the road. You've had a few huge releases. I think the standout track so far that we've listened to is the one with track CL Smooth, Posse D, Christine. Like, you guys are just bodying things, man. And
appreciate it.
So how did this come about, really? Like, you know what I mean? I know you guys have been on the path for a long time. You guys have been a strong voice in the New York scene and just in the American drum and bass, period. And you guys are finally really, really pushing the envelope. So tell me how this album came about, what you're excited for, what your plans.
What was the cause? What made you guys go, yo, you know what? Let's get on this.
Well, all right, so let's bring it back to, I think it was 2016. 2012, right? There was the resurgence of American drum and bass.
Right.
It's like all the sleeping giants started waking up again. I'm saying that to say that dubstep was basically dying and everybody was coming back. So I saw there was energy. There was energy in the movement for American drum and bass. And me and Chris were getting excited again to get back in the studio, and so we started a label, Patrol the Skies, and from then, it kind of like it was an avalanche, of vibes, and the movement started growing. So we started sending tunes out, that we thought were decent, and we sent that tune to Simon, based on Smith. We sent a tune to SS, and we sent a tune to the guys at North Base for their record label Nemesis, and all those tunes got signed. And at that point, we, me and Chris, a couple of months into that, we did some stuff on Flex too. A couple of months into that, we said, wow, we're here. I think like now our music is good enough to go into all this other major labels. They're accepting our sound. So then it was kind of a validation for us, and we felt like, all right, well, now we know where we are. let's work on an album, because we always wanted to work on an album. You know what I'm saying? It was just like life gets in the way, other music got in the way, there's things that happen.
Right.
But we finally felt at that time, around 2016, 2017, that we were ready to take that step. I think for people like me and Chris who've been in this game for over 20 years, to not have an album just may seem a little bit weird,
It felt real weird that like we had all these singles out and like we had never done an album, and it was like shit, like, and we had like so many different like works in progress that were just like there, and some of them were like really old, but it was like, wow, the drums are really great on this, or like the bass sound was really great on this, or the pattern of the synth was awesome on this one, but like it was dated as fuck, like it sounded like shit. Like
the ideas were there was vibe and everything we've done. It's just a lot of stuff needed to be finalized.
Yeah, and I mean, by nature, we just always love collabing. Like, if you think about it, the Burner Brothers was originally with Wally. Like,
that's right.
So we were the original three. You know what I'm saying?
And like, so the reason why like that all started, we learned so much going to Wally's studio, like as young kids. I mean, we were still kids, and Wally had already put out. People forget that Wally was like a massive trip hop dude. Massive. He had so many albums out, like Low Wax and Liquid Sky, and so we started hanging out with Wally and going to his studio and just tinkering around, and there weren't even computers at that point yet. I mean, wow, we're
like beat machines for the most.
We're so old, but analog, there were literally analog sequencers and shit.
Big
like,
knobs.
You can look at Chris's. You can look at Chris's rack over here, full of old analog samplers,
and they still work and they still do the job.
They still do the business, But it was a process.
I mean, like just even like we were just always like collaborative by nature. We always like just wanted to work with other people. Like it's great to have your own ideas, and I mean, I think our body of work speaks for itself as far as like all the records that we've done. But when we started to approach this album, I'm like, yo, it would be dope if we get like Lion Dub on this shit. And we sent it to him, and he like sent it back to us, and it was like, whoa, like that's not at all how we approached this record, but like how crazy did this shit come back?
Yeah, or like the tune with Ashflow, for example. It started as a roller full of emotion, very melodic, very just like deep and sad. And he was like, hold up, this is dope, because it was more on like a V Recordings vibe, right? And he was like, this is dope, but I'm gonna bring this to a Liquidity sort of triplet, sort of bouncy vibe. And he sent it back, and we're like, what the
Liquidity?
This is great. This is, if we weren't thinking about that vibe, like that's the vibe we wanted. It just kind of worked out, and it's been really great, the whole collabing thing.
With like with Live Again, I had all this like halftime, dude, and Armani knows I've sent him a ton of shit, and he was like, "I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with this. I'm good with this one," and it's fine because that's the collaborative process. You know what I mean? Track. I mean, come on, dude. We did. I think we did that fucking record on
the Dylan Goes Electric.
Damn, shout out.
Let me time out. There's a lot of people that slept on that album.
Yeah, the Dylan Goes Electric
album. That Dylan Goes Electric album is probably one of my favorite pieces of
I was gonna bring that up because I felt that was like, to me, which is funny because you guys talk about how it was slept on, but for me that was the turning point of Patrol the Skies. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when I was like, wow, these guys are really thinking outside the box. Like the track I was on, the track he's on, like it was like different. You know what I mean?
Look, I think it's funny when I keep that record real close to my chest. I really enjoy that. Because Chris and
I remember being soft in the studio.
Did a really amazing job on that album.
Absolutely.
But I've always wanted.
But again, that was like collaborative as fuck. I mean, we're all right. I'm a blow spots right now. We weren't allowed to credit John 12 Planet. What up, homie? And Flinch. We did a track with them. we co-wrote a song on that too.
Such a great song.
They were like, yeah, maybe we don't want to be like credited on it. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, they got their ass cap on it, but like, they're not on the, you know, quoted as being on the album. We have Big Pep, we got Track, we got Armani on that. I mean, Joe Phillips is a rock and roll dude, man, straight up. So like that, I mean, it just goes to show you that in general, like we're just like collaborative people. It's not to say that we can't write our own fucking music. We love working with we are surrounded by talented people, man. Like, why not take advantage of it?
I was just about to say that the size of the boards that I've been in the rooms with you, Chris, I don't even see why anybody would come up with the idea that you guys aren't putting some creative effort into your own project.
Yo, Track.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
yo, put it out there. We did the Academy Awards, bitch. We did the Academy Throw it out there. Come on, bro. We did the Academy Awards, Track.
Y'all know I don't like to talk. I don't like to
I'll say it.
Shit out. You know what I mean?
Say it. I'll say it. What you know about that notorious Duran Duran remix with TRAC on that shit? Junior Sanchez and CC Burners on a remix.
That's right. That's right.
Where the Academy Awards at? Where the flowers at?
Don't make everybody run the streets looking for that now. Yeah,
real quick.
Stay quiet, boy.
I don't stay quiet.
Going back to the Dylan Goes Electric album, I think, you know, I've always wanted to bother Chris to get some stems and get some remixes out of that album. I think that's something I like to maybe play with in the future. Obviously, you know, we're gonna have some. We have one for the road remix EP. We're gonna, you know, get a couple of tracks remix, some of the, you know, bigger songs of the album. Maybe not, you know, not all the singles, but some of the singles and some of the other 11 tracks that we have on this album. That are,
I was gonna say, how many tracks are there altogether?
16.
16.
Yeah. I think it's 16.
Fire.
Monty, I just want to throw out, like, on the Dylan Goes Electric album, I'm like, I don't think we should talk about it anymore, but that's my favorite sheesh of all time.
That's a good sheesh.
It's a great sheesh.
I appreciate
Sheesh and
it.
Sean.
Go and check out the Dylan Goes Electric album.
Yeah, go back and check
everybody.
that out, man.
Please
It's a good.
Yeah,
every time I show people that tune, they're like, "I wasn't expecting that from you." I'm like, yeah.
It was so rock and roll, man. That's the thing.
Totally.
That shit was so rock and roll.
Yeah. So one for the road, 16 tracks, comes out February 12th, correct?
Yep.
How many guest appearances do you have on there? Like,
let's see. We have MC. We have our good friend from England that we've known for a very, very long time, MC Foxy.
Yeah, he shows
obviously,
up in
you know, Track, Christina Tamayo, CL Smooth, Posse D.
Posse,
Armani. We have Josiah Scribes from Boston.
Yep.
We have
Lion Dove, Alicia,
Ashflow. The one and only Irene Merring. Beautiful vocal track for us. Jasmina Makota, who's a new artist.
Right.
She's done that track with us too. We did.
I like that track. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did and Noise Floor was on the production with us. On
Noise Floor was on that song too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's not where my obviously, you know, our boy, best friend, like my rock. Pish Posh.
Yeah, he did two. He did two on there. We collabed on two.
Worked with 2 tunes on him. One a Neurofunk thing, and then another like you know, like roller
layback sort of ordeal.
Vibe thing. You know, typical. I hope I'm not missing anybody.
I mean, that's a packed house, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 16 tunes, you just named like 25 people. Like that's
like
that's
100 of them were on 1 tune track.
You know, it's dope.
You got to get the ball rolling. That's how you do it, man.
But you know, it's cool. It was really dope, and this plays to the greatness of that tune, because I truly do think it's one of the better drum and bass songs that have come out or it's not out yet, but you technically put it out, that I've heard in a minute. What screams to its excellence is that you have that many people on there, and at not any point in time does it feel crowded or too long. It's a good tune. You know what I mean?
We were blessed the way that worked out.
It felt
hold on, wait. Explain how that worked out, because having CL Smooth on this is obviously an unusual move. So how did all that come together? And I know I recognize that there may be.
Should I like hide for a second? Let me
nah.
Oh, are you serious?
So,
Damn.
all right. So I used to work on a lot of hip hop. I used to do a lot of hip hop production. I worked on some shit. I mean, Track used to be in the studio with me on 46th Street over at Man Made all the time.
Yep.
We had hip hop heads coming in all the time. I did tracks with Ice-T, Buckshot. We did a bunch of stuff with CL. I did some stuff with Pharoah Monch. You know, I did a few tunes with Pharoah Monch that people don't know about with shout out to Mike Lowe. But we had a Cliff's brother, Howard Cho.
Another powerhouse guy.
I don't know if people know like about Howard, but he's like
the truth. Yeah.
He's like the connect, like for all the old school hip hop stuff.
Don't blow his spot when everybody calling him.
Damn.
That's our plug. That's our plug.
He won't answer.
Let me just go ahead and look Howie up in the yellow pages.
Yeah. Howard Cho. Look at Howard Cho flushing Queens.
Just so everybody knows, Howard Cho is the brother of Cliff Cho, who happens to be the guy.
Direct Drive.
DJ Soul, Direct Drive.
DJ Soul with Direct Drive.
What a tangle web we weave out here.
With Fat Buddha, everything he's been doing for all these years.
Shout out Soul.
Sending all the energy to my man so he can get back on his feet, of course.
Man. Yo, Fat Buddha, what up?
It's a proper institution, Fat Buddha. That's for sure.
But yeah, so I mean, we were working with like all these hip hop guys that were coming in and out, and you know, after a session, towards the end of the night, they'd be like, "Well, what do you do?" Like everybody just thought I was like the random white engineer, like
doing this all day, tweaking shit. Like
yeah. Come on, Track, you already know. They're like, "Hey, what does this guy do besides sit here and smoke weed and push buttons?" And I'm like, "Oh no, you know, we do a ton of drum and bass stuff." So I would always play everybody drum and bass. I mean, Pharaoh already knew; he already had remixes out for like
the Rockers days anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, CL was always like down. He was always like, "Dude, if anything ever comes up, like let me know." And yeah, I mean, we started putting this song together, and he gave me a verse, and he was actually the first verse. I gave Track the song with CL already on it, and I'm like, "Yo, you want to get on a tune with CL?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think so." You know,
Track me. I mean, I guess it's cool. Like, let me listen to it first.
That was the hook, you know what I'm saying? Like we knew we was gonna get anybody we wanted on that track.
And then,
seriously, I was geeking out about that situation.
Posse D too.
Yeah, Posse too, because
list for real on that one, brother.
Yo, I don't know if a lot of people know, like, you know, because of COVID and everything, because people aren't gigging, but yo, Paz is like been retired. Like, Paz is on like super dad mode. He is out. He's been out of the game for a long time.
We have to beg him for this shit.
I'm like, bro.
But since we're here, like, give that man his flowers. I wouldn't mind having him on the show. Actually,
we need to have him out of history with us, man.
Out of all the American MCs pioneering this shit that I would name, you cannot speak anything without putting his name on it.
Over
yo, his live game is, I mean, his live MC presence is, it's you know, listen, if you're watching Dave, you struggle in the studio every once in a while, but like him on the stage, unlike
you can't
anything. I mean,
no,
dude, Ozzy on the stage is
hey, listen, man,
I
can speak firsthand that when that whole Webster Hall thing opened up with these guys, and they chose us to pretty much host those big ass.
Oh, the Hellfire Immaculate shit.
Yeah, the fake bass fuel mischief, and shout outs to those guys, and shout outs to
big love to those
Alex
dudes,
English
man.
and those
Big
guys.
Supporters of our shit.
We were seeing like 2,000 people in lines around the corner every day, and I will tell you straight up that I could not have done that without Posse D there.
Man.
It's an intimidating factor, especially in New York. And me and him was just like, yo, we gotta help each other out. This ain't no bullshit. And lo and behold, you know, me and him were pretty much the talk of the nights after a while. You know, I don't mind saying it. And anybody who wants to see me, come see me.
I love this side of Track.
Yo, Track. Remember, like, sometimes we would get booked to like open those shows because they would have like rock and roll bands, and there would be there would like be a a time where they have to like clear the stage,
Like
and
an
then the
early
DJs
set,
would
yeah.
come on, and they'd be like, "Oh, we got you guys are on the flyer." I'm like, "All right, dope." And they're like, "But you have to open." And I'm like, "Yo, no disrespect, like Burner Brothers don't really open. Like, they ain't opening for nobody, motherfucker." But the power of Webster Hall and the amount of, and it goes to this whole shit that MJ is talking on social media right now about the young people.
Yo, but you remember when the door would open and
dude, we would start playing for the barbacks. 2 songs in, they would open the doors and kids were running to the front of the stage. By the like 10 minutes into your set, the whole fucking place is crowded, man.
Webster Hall was different, bro.
It was a different beast, man. It really was.
It was just a different time, man.
Again, shouts to Paz D, shouts to Track for holding that shit down because I mean those boys, dude, that's a monstrous crowd.
No, that was something
Dude,
in New York. That was a legendary time in New York City, and
not even just New York, bro. Paz used to come to Philly and kill it.
Oh no, I mean for sure.
Daddy
Paz
would come to Philly and just murk things. And me and Jay be standing there like, fam, you save some. I live here, cuz like relax.
Yo, but I mean, I'm sure he would literally say the same thing about you guys.
Oh, it's always been that, man.
Yeah, he's a big fan of you, man. Actually,
always
talks about how dope you are.
1,000,000%. I played him gold standard, and he looked at me and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. I sent the track to Monty. We really didn't have much conversation about it. We didn't have much conversation about it. He sent it back to me and he was like, 'Yo, how you feel about it?' I was like, 'Yeah, it's good.' I think it's done. I mean, I'm gonna run you through some filters and like chop a few ad libs.
I remember
it's good.
I remember Chris sending me the track being like, "Yeah, peep this."
I don't even know what to do with it.
I was like, I don't know. Fucking bounce it. It's done. Like, what else are we gonna do?
I'm one. The tune's great, and I appreciate you even inviting me on the album. That was a very special moment for me. 2, thank you, because I send tunes nowadays. It's different. We've come a long way from me rapping in headphones in the basement and not knowing what to do with it. Thanks, shout out to Mason, who's taught me a lot of things too. At least when I send it to you, like, you can tweak it. I prefer you tweak it because I'm not the professional yet. But when I send it to you, it's going to sound pretty close to what it's supposed to sound like. You know what I mean? But no, I had a good time with that record, man. It was a really driving force. It starts off with that proper melodic tones that let me kind of just flip my own shit. And I have to give you props again. I appreciate the letting me speak the way I want to speak, as opposed to being like, "Nah, I think you should you just let me." Like,
no,
fuck that.
Because it's like it's such a unique, bullshit. Like it's such a unique flow. Like it's not, it's not anything that you're just. But and the first thing that I thought when I heard it, I was like, "How the fuck are we gonna fit this into a DJ set?" And then the first time we actually mixed it in a DJ set, I was like, "Oh shit!" It slapped so hard. I'm like another breakdown.
That's a testament to the tune, because I said on my homie Bear's track, we only make opening closing statements. Well, you better play the track first or last. I ain't no damn the mixing. But go ahead.
Quick plug: if you listen to our Go Shit mix that we just put out, and you listen to the mix we did with your tune, then you know what time it is.
Yeah. It really slaps.
Where can we find that?
Oh, Go Shit on SoundCloud. If you go to Go Shit SoundCloud's page,
SoundCloud.
Yeah,
cool.
Put it up in the chat as well.
It's a good one.
Put it in the chat.
Fun mix. A lot of.
I mean, normally I'm just like, that's either an intro tune or a like, yo, this is gonna be the last record from the Burner Brothers. Go.
That's the goal every time.
Hell yeah.
every time.
Hell yeah.
It's funny. I find a lot of our songs, they're very unique in the way they sound. They're not a lot of them are. They're not like super DJ friendly records.
Well, we're also
they
trying to
are.
make an album, though.
Some
Right.
of them.
It's
Yeah.
a
Well,
listener.
another thing I want to point out to you have a very eclectic sound on this album as well.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
we
It's
wanted
not
to
just
like, yeah, we wanted to show all our influences. I mean, even the Alicia tune, we wanted to go straight pop, man. We were trying to get that shit on Sirius.
Some
We were
Pharrell
hitting
Williams shit.
people at fucking Diplo. We're like, yo, play this shit on a radio. Like, this is a radio joint. Like, I mean, we wanted to like show
And
that,
it
like,
fits in, and
you
it
know,
fits in those spots 100%.
yeah, we
like,
can make radio
yeah.
records. We can do, you know, halftime shit. We could do, you know, reggae vibes. We could do, I mean,
Well,
dude,
that's the thing. Like, if you listen to our DJ sets, right, for the past whatever 20 years, you realize that we you know, when we play music, we're all over the place. You know, we'll play, you know, dance floor stuff. We'll bring a liquid tune. We'll bring a halftime tune. We'll bring some juke stuff, like stuff from Dreamers recordings. We play everything in our sets. Our DJ sets are pretty varied. We're not so. That kind of reflects who we are as artists too. We're not like, you know, you have guys who just make one sound. See him, oh, he got the wobblers. This guy's got this down, you know, the neurofunk.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
no, not at all.
No, see,
And Monty, trust me, you've been there when we're like, yo, we're putting the gas pedal down and we're just hammering it out for an hour.
right.
We could do that too, homie.
Well, the thing is, I'm not saying that, and there's anything wrong with it. There's some
I'm totally joking. Don't listen. Just
No,
keep
but you
talking.
know what I mean? Like, look, listen, I know who listens to what we say, right? And a lot of people are very different thinking than all of us. So when I say, like, you know, our vibe is very different as far as what we put out all different styles of drum and bass. It shows a love for all of the drum and bass music. You know what I mean?
On the album, I would say I'm gonna disagree with you and say that when we put singles out, we try and like put singles out to put singles
The shit that
out.
we're gonna play.
We try and put singles out, but on the album, we wanted to just like be
Showcase.
like, yo, we can play some smooth shit. We can do this. It's an artist expression. We've never done an album, man.
Right.
Burner Brothers has been around 20 years, man.
I was
man.
going to say that
Show
for the
people we
20
can do it all, man.
years.
We love it all. Here we go.
I think,
Yeah.
it's crazy to say that I've known you guys for like just about 20 years.
Fuck yeah, you have.
And maybe actually more, probably like maybe 25 for all the hell I know. But
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I started playing at Concrete Jungle in 1994.
19, yeah, just about. I came around
That
about
is-
1995, 1996.
You know what I mean?
So,
Like,
Sheesh.
I mean, professionally.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Where's
sheesh
McCain
now.
at? Where's McCain at?
I didn't get it. I mean,
Drum and
no, bro. It's not like I'm hiding these or anything.
Yo,
Like, and I didn't get here till '99. Also, that doesn't make a difference either. We all like the same age. I just got into drum bass
Pretty
later
much.
than you did.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Hey,
Yo, we started. Yo, me and this guy started. We met in like '93, and you know what? We were already raving.
You've tolerated Al
you.
since '93.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, I was DJing like.
I
house
was old.
music.
He was a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I started
Looking out the
yo,
crib.
Cougar.
for real, I
Going
started
to raves.
DJing raves. I started DJing raves as DJ Akira.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
now I'm fucking
Aerostar,
myself up.
Akira and Aerostar. in the
Aerostar
house.
and Akira.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aerostar, you mean like the
Wait,
defunct
wait.
minivan?
Yeah, like the minivan.
Wait. We're not going to just
We
slide
need a
past
moment
this
of just.
real
Oh,
quick.
no, we'll just go back.
You're not just going to throw that out there and keep moving. Like, that's not how this is
Yeah,
going to go
baby,
down.
recognize.
What did you just say your names were?
Now, Akira, Aerostar.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Can you imagine right now?
Yo, I was
The worst
definitely
AA
playing like
meeting ever.
I was definitely playing like tech house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he was
With-
playing
I was
like
playing raga and
he
shit
was
like
playing
that.
like full on like raga jump up shit.
And yeah, I was going to my first flyer that my friend was making. I was going to his house and I didn't have a DJ name, and it was the first thing that somebody was gonna write on paper about me.
and he
and-
saw a minivan.
And I was
driving down
behind
the
a
street.
fucking Aerostar minivan. So I'm like Groove
future
Rider.
minivan.
I'm thinking of like weird, goofy names. I'm like Groove Rider. I'm like Aerostar. Like that sounds kind of like a vibe, you know?
It
That's
sounds.
cool.
Never mind.
So-
No,
I know
So,
it's terrible, dude.
don't.
No, no.
It's like,
Go
for
ahead.
me, I'm like,
Finish your
good.
sentence, fine.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm
I
not
like
gonna.
Arrow Star and Bobby Balls. That's
No, that's not.
was,
That was
yeah. And then like
cool.
for me, it was like I was like, well, I'm doing a lot of acid, going to all these raves, and I watch Akira when I come home all the time. So I'm DJ Akira. It was the fucking worst, dude. And then I was like, but then I was DJing house music, and like, so we grew up with guys like Junior Sanchez, who's like one of our best friends.
Yeah.
And he was really starting to make a name for himself. So I was like, well, I DJ house music, so I'm gonna call myself Chris Thomas.
That was the trend.
Very
in
house
the mid
music.
'90s. Now, Scott Henry, yeah, man, Donald
what's
Glaude.
her name? Alvaro. Fuck
Calvin
that.
Harris.
Yeah, it don't work for everybody.
Nah.
It don't work for everybody.
Nah.
You
Yo, that's
Aaron
MC
Nicholas.
David Bruce. That shit just doesn't fly like that.
It worked for Keith Murray.
Is he associated with the
Yeah.
Hulk?
Did it work for Keith Murray?
That's true. I mean,
Actually, no. There will be no
That's true.
Keith Murray
That's a dope
slander out
name,
here.
though.
We
That's a
love
dope name,
Keith.
Keith Murray.
no, I like
What are
Keith
we
Murray.
doing?
A lot.
Yeah, that's the most beautifulest thing in this world.
It's
Just
just
like
like that,
Just like that.
Just like that, guys. Just like that.
bro.
Holy smokes.
Probably the most underrated MC on the planet.
Totally.
Him
Keith
and
Murray?
Meth Bleak need to make an album together.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
Damn,
Wow.
New York got hurt quick. My bad.
Damn.
Boy.
Sorry.
Yo,
Yeah,
let them
man.
know. We got some beats, bro. We got some leftovers from the album.
Whoa, that's fucked up.
Yo, you chop up off in England, bro.
See, I was trying to pay homage.
Hey Keith, we got some leftovers for you.
That's
Yo,
messed
that
up.
drum bass scene in the UK.
I'm
Huge.
not
Hold on. Let me play one. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, y'all crazy, man.
So cool, man. That's a great story.
I mean, yeah, it's
Cool story, bro.
Great.
Shout out to Legion of Doom and Central Islip.
So
That's
That's it. That's it. We're right over there.
We let that weird
So
ass
wait a
shout
minute.
out sit
Right,
there.
so here you go. So where does the title "One for the Road" comes from for the album?
Yeah, I mean, so whenever you try and leave somebody's house in our neighborhood, you have to call one for the road. You can't just like finish your drink and bounce.
Right.
You have to like.
You have to be an irresponsible driver, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh no, we walk everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
We walk everywhere.
Yeah,
Before you get in your
properly.
Uber. Before you get
There
in
you
your
go. There you go.
Yeah, one for the road. One for the. Oh, I mean, if you're driving, you could always do this. It's all good. It's worked for me in the '90s. I got.
Because you just need one for the road. I mean, that's it.
Don't do that. Listen, you know, I don't want to talk about it, but
ow.
they got me.
Ow.
Al Seed is in the building.
Yeah, edit that out.
Yikes.
But back to this show.
Anyway, so
Yo,
you
I'm a
call
human being,
one
bro.
for the, wait. So are you saying that you're leaving this house? You're not leaving, are you?
Nah, man.
All right. All right.
It's just kind of crazy because we've never fucking done an album before. And, you know, every time we always wrote a record, it was just like, you just write a record. And we actually did this album. And every time we'd be in the studio, it's like, yo, where you going, bro? One for the road. Yo, you didn't call one for the road. Like, yo, you got to have one
Well, you
for
can't
the
leave,
road.
yeah, you know, one for the road, you know. And
So,
Awesome.
it's a thing. It's a person.
We're an underground show. We're an underground show, everybody. Don't
It's a
understand
thing
that.
for us, you know.
yeah.
It's all good.
And that's really what it is. It's like, yo, one for the road. And, yo, just so people know, like, 20 years later, we're just getting started. You think that this album is good? Wait till you see these heaters that I've been working on. See, I'm finally done with this album. We're finally done with this album.
We're about to
Now
get it,
I'm
yeah.
really ready to.
Are they
rock.
gonna show up at your secret job?
My secret?
I didn't
job?
want to say it out loud
Oh,
in case
it's
you're
on,
not allowed to.
a secret.
Oh, Monty. I mean, are we doing like Comedy Central shit right now?
Let's
or-
do it, man. Like
Whoa.
I've been trying to like, yo, what's
Yeah.
good?
My job's not secret. I mean, I don't think so. Everybody
No,
knows.
I don't put people's information out there unless they want.
No,
to. But it's a
Man
it's
mentioned
pretty
Duran
impressive. So
Duran
please,
and
by
the
all
Emmys.
means, it's impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I tell my friends, I'm like, oh, that dude works on music for Bob's Burgers. Like, that's just dope. dope. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Make sure you watch Bob's Burgers.
It is the
Burgers.
best show on television.
Facts.
The
Number
best
one.
show on television.
Best
Number
cartoon
one.
on TV for
And
sure.
make
It's
sure
not
you
even close.
watch Central Park on Apple TV.
I have
heard
not
that's
checked that
really
out
good.
yet. I haven't
Heard
checked that
that's
out
good.
yet.
Because we're doing that one too right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
both Track and I have done things for CT on the
Yeah, work for
Yeah.
channels and things of that nature. Yeah, not to, you know.
Yeah,
But,
I've been doing a lot of when I left Full Sail in 2001,
Okay.
I wanted to like go into like big recording studios and make big records. I did like internships at big studios, Battery, Sony, a bunch of places, and I realized that like I wasn't really like built for that. I wasn't like an engineer. I mean, I engineer my own stuff like here. I wish I didn't have to, but I do.
It's
I wish I had money to like pay people to mix my shit all the time. But I got into post-production. I got into TV production. I started doing stuff for like Discovery Channel, History Channel. Then I got into more like licensing and music supervision and shit like that. And now I'm like a producer and a music editor, and I get to call awesome people like Track and
Amani.
Valiant. I'm gonna find the right project for you. We'll get you on some shit.
But we always said Valiant needs to be like the bad guy or the dude that gives you a warning.
He needs to narrate.
On the,
Nah, we need to get him to narrate some documentaries, man.
Yeah.
We're talking about Band of Brothers.
But
Valiant
yeah, I
killed
mean,
that.
so anyway,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
so yeah, I'm a music editor on a ton of TV shit, and this is I mean, drum and bass is my passion. I don't do drum and bass because like I'm trying to make a living. I mean, like,
No one does it because they're trying to make a living.
No, wait. Let's be honest. Let's be serious though. There's some people that do.
I respect
make drum bass for a
everybody
living,
that chases their passion.
And right now, a lot of those guys are hurting.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of a pandemic.
Like,
Absolute.
Music and
should have had another job though. Hey!
Oh Jesus!
I'm just kidding. No, but it's
Some of them
I'm
are
not
going
even
to
going.
England for a nice
Yeah.
hey, let me tell you something.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that part. And
but the truth is, for us,
I'm saying
we're blessed. We're lucky that we're able to
do
what we do. For our passion, for the
for
love,
your passion and the love, and
without
you found ways to make it
any
happen.
preconceived ideas. We don't go in hoping that we're gonna get 1 billion streams. We
Right.
don't go hoping that we're gonna. We do hope we get 1 billion streams. We're not.
Yeah, I was like, I mean,
Like, wait a minute.
But we're not
Sounds like
hoping
another
that we're
edit to
gonna
me, Al. Come on.
make money from all this stuff. The idea is to spread the love, spread the music, our vibe, what we've been doing for all these years. That's really what it's all about for us.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the best feeling, as you guys know, and ever to have, is a successful record for artists. So I
Of
would
course,
want you guys-
100%.
and it's been a
Yo.
long time coming for you guys,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? Not that you haven't done things, but for the fact that you haven't put an album out until now, you're finally putting one out. It's very eclectic. You brought in resources from all over the place. It's you've got a lot coming on the forefront for Patrol the Skies. You guys putting in work, man. So like, salute. We wanted to bring you back on here and make sure we gave you
I
those
got a little
flowers.
bit of Prosecco left. Cheers to my homies.
I'm out.
Stateside, check it out. Stateside, support
Yo,
your
and-
peoples,
So
yo.
don't
And
last
again,
long.
we couldn't do it out. Like we could not do this shit without people like you guys. Man.
Right,
For
100%.
real.
Oh, we know. No, I'm
No, I mean,
I'm messing around. It was an honor to be asked to be on it, man. Truly.
Absolute. I'm glad I came.
But I'm
through
just
with a
saying,
clutch
like,
too
not
myself.
even just the album, just all the work you put into the video, Track, all the stuff that you do for us, like when we play live.
Yep.
Valiant, I mean, dude, I don't know how we have never played a show together, but
Valiant is not a
I
new
don't think
stat.
you guys have ever been up near me.
No, we played in, I think, with Buffalo for the first time was last year or the year before.
We played in like Rochester back in the day a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that, but there's a little strange little split with Rochester.
Well, we always brought Posy D with us.
Buffalo.
Right.
So we were
Oh,
always-
see, I remember that now. Actually, I remember seeing that on the flyer.
We always had an MC back, back in the day.
We were always booked with Paz, and
now it's different. It always feels odd when we go to play a gig.
But
and
goddamn,
but it's weird. But it's weird though that I've never even met you guys because like I've been down in New York a bunch of times, I know that you guys have been upstate a number of times, and it was weird because our paths all over the years never just like
they're not very approachable.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Fuck, man.
Hey, listen, man, hey.
Fucked up, man. Yo, I'm like one of the nicest people on the planet.
You are. I'm totally talking. Look, anyone who's watching
on
this,
the other hand,
anyone who's watching this and hasn't watched the show before knows I give shit to my best friends. Man, we've all been friends for I don't know how long now. It's just how we talk. My bad.
No, I'm
if
nice,
you
man.
looked at the Facebook messages between Al and I, you would think we hated each other. Like it's just like
that's weird. I've known him since '93, and if you looked at the Facebook messages, you would think that we hated each other.
Oh man,
Al's on this kick nowadays.
Bro. Go Eagles.
No, don't do that. You're not allowed to speak those words, bro. At all. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about what I was going to talk about.
Look what happened. Look what happened.
People heard about the Eagles, man.
No, we don't play that. He's not allowed. Anyone else can make jokes. Al can't talk about my Eagles. Period.
Didn't Al start the conversation talking about the Knicks?
Hey,
see, basketball is different. You can do that all day.
Rebuild.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
rebuild's like 30 years in the making.
Right now, it's Manchester United all day. Manchester United all day.
Yeah, when it comes to football, that's our stuff. We're very big fans of sports, obviously. Yeah, we like.
Come on, Man United though, really?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the Yankees. It's like the Yankees of footy.
But listen, I've been a United fan.
They live in New York. That doesn't really.
10 years old.
And you know what? No, what's worse is they live in New York, and this fool is still a Cowboys fan.
Well, you know, it's a funny story. I mean, look, you know,
It's not a funny story. There's nothing funny about that.
I just moved here from Peru. I was an immigrant, and my mom had bought me a hoodie that had a big star on it, and I thought it was the coolest thing because it was cool to have a nice hoodie with a star. It just looked fresh.
Yeah,
for sure.
And kids would look at me in school like, "What is that? What are you doing? What the fuck?" And they're telling me about football, and I'm like, I don't fucking care about football. I'm here for I like basketball already coming from Peru, and obviously soccer and shit. And everybody's like, "Fuck, you doing wearing that?" And then in '92, which was when I graduated, I started getting into the game, which 92. Was when the Cowboys became
Emmett Smith,
America's team.
Those guys.
So it
became
just
a team.
And I've always wanted to be, I'm a winner. So it just worked out at the time. And then
here's the drill. Like I was with you with the whole like your mom gave you a sweatshirt and like, I was totally with all that. My rebuttal was like you a grown man now and have learned some things you should know better. But the sentimental attachment I get, so that's cool.
Yeah,
this whole dynasty bullshit.
Well, listen, it's the same thing with the Knicks. I've been a Knicks fan all my life since I was a tiny kid.
Same with me.
I will never not be a Knicks fan. I watch every single game.
Nah, you got to be mad at the Dolans at least, Al. Man.
I record the games. I used to VHS the games. I'm obsessed.
So, no, I got it.
You remember Jerry Henderson?
Some people got
basketball's fun.
Shit.
You remember Trent Tucker?
Talk basketball. We could joke about basketball all day. Just leave football.
Kent Bannister.
Anyway,
so Valiant.
Speaking of which,
going back to real quick, Manchester United. The whole reason why I rock with Manchester United is because we used to listen to music from Manchester. We're huge Stone Roses fans. Ian Brown used to wear Manchester United shit. We used to mail order catalog, like clothes from Manchester to wear Manchester United stuff way back in the day in like the early 90s, like 92, 93, to wear them to raves and be like, yo, we're fucking that's literally how I became a Manchester United fan.
It really is a funny story though. Like a lot of people always ask me, how did you get into rave music, dance music, all this stuff? Right?
Yeah, it's all like the
being a Peruvian random immigrant or whatever. I always tell people to watch 24-Hour Party People.
Yeah.
When you watch the movie, you understand. That's how we got into the rave, from listening to Britpop and Manchester stuff.
Yeah, big time.
Manchester. It was called Manchester because it was such a vibe. They're all getting fucking eat out of their minds, and starting raves, the whole night. And that was kind of like this. We took the same sort of road, but in New York. You know what I mean? With a splash of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because we were, early, late '80s. He was Public Enemy and all that. So we started getting into that vibe. So we were living in this area of America. So we had already that, Manchester vibe mixed with that hip hop sort of attitude. And then jungle, I mean, it was just a recipe for us being kind of rooty. You know what I mean? Like, we were rude boys, and that's how we just went. We had this sort of vibe to us,
It's funny listening to you say that, because like Manchester does have that vibe to it. Before, I've only played a show that once, and yeah, and for people who don't know, and we talk about this a lot for all of us, and you'll see it on all of our faces as I say it right now. It's something different about the Northeast of America. We're just a grimier, in your face, bitching about the cold kind of people. Like, so like that's why we're so heavy on sports, because like that's all we have. You know what I mean? It's just, like, people don't get it. You're like, why do you guys love football so much? I'm like, bitch, because it's great in Philly every day. Like when the sun comes out in Philly, people take off of work. Like it's weird. Like, you know what I mean? So, and that's not a joke.
First day above 40 degrees, man, people are out in shorts. You know what I mean? Like
there's a place in Philly called Rittenhouse Square. It's about 2 blocks by 2 blocks. It's the greenest part of Philly. When it gets everyone flocks there. I'm lying. Obviously, there's other giant big parks, but there's, for people downtown.
Philly's beautiful, man.
Anyway, Manchester gives off that same vibe, and I always felt that. And then when I played the show there, I only played one show there, and I kept thinking to myself the entire time, man, this place is fucking amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could just feel a very similar vibe that I didn't put 2 and 2 together until you said that.
That's like the bucket list for me, and maybe for him to go to Manchester, watch a Manchester United game, go to a bar where they play cool like Manchester Britpop shit, and then like play a gig.
Play a show.
I mean, a drum bass gig with the North Bass guys and all the other Manchester.
Yeah, North Bass.
You
know what time it is, my G. You know what I'm saying?
These good people, hey, make it happen, North Bass.
Yeah, we got records out on your label. What's up?
He'll also tell you to fuck off no if he feels that way.
We're due to give the Nemesis boys a new one, man. But yeah, man, like that's one of the things we're hoping that, after the pandemic and things get back to normal, we're able to, to maybe reap some of the benefits of the body of work that we were about to put out.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Like just touching on that, it's really weird. Like we have a record coming out, like an album coming out Friday that we have worked our asses off
3 years almost.
And we don't have a record release party. We don't have a gig to support it. We don't have anything popping. Like literally nothing. We're just trying to like.
It was real brave.
We have to put it out anyway.
But you do, and I was talking to Mason about this too. We all were. I think now is the most important time to put out that music, because just as much as you want to go out and play it, there are people out there that if you don't put it out, they're never going to hear it, and they need it right now. So
no, I think people need the vibes. I think it's important for us artists to try to put out as much music as possible, and I understand that
if you can,
and we go back to the whole thing about money and situations like this, right? We're okay with that. We're able to put out this music and not worry about the money's gonna generate.
Right. Yeah.
So so this is what we're doing it for the love. We want people to feel something from this and maybe help them get through the day, or to the next week or whatever it is. Hold on to something. And I think even in my darkest times, I've always held on to music. And if there's 1 or 2 or 3 motherfuckers out there that really love the Burner Brothers, and by us putting out this record, it's helping them get through the day, bro. It really is all that matters, especially now. You know what I'm saying? Like people talk like talk a lot of shit. I'm jokey, but yo, there's a heart in this shit, and I feel like
a lot of emotion.
There is really a lot of emotion to what we've done, and we hope that if you need it. It was what we gave you what you needed for this time.
Amen, man. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's a better time to end this on that. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
think
what
that's
it's
the
about.
hardest thing to
That's,
say right there.
you know what I mean?
guys.
So big up to both of you, man. One for the road, February 12th
One
coming
for the
out.
road. It's my
Please go
last
pick
trip
it
right
up.
here, I
Go
think.
check it out.
Totally.
Go check it out on the streaming. Go support the Bandcamp wherever it's
Love
going
you
to
guys.
be. The Burner Brothers, ladies and gentlemen, patrol the skies. Go follow them on Twitter, on Instagram, all the things. And we will see you guys soon, man. One for the road. Thank you guys for coming through.
Cheers, man. I miss you, motherfucker.
We gonna link, dog.
Yeah, we gonna link.
Roti and Poutine.
There goes your theme music right there.